Powered by Riverside FM.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Joey and Chandler's The Fun Time Super Terrific Happy Hour. Welcome, Chandler.
Welcome, Joey. Dooby-doo. All right. Welcome, everybody, to Joey and Chandler's The Fun Time Super Terrific Happy Hour. This is yet again just a lead into another one of our summer remake episodes, but this one is what I think one of mine, and I agree that Joey's favorite. This is an episode where we were able to create our Cheers Around the World song. But before we get into that, let's go to the holidays.
Here are today's effing holidays.
All right, on June 28th, today is Family Day in Vietnam. So for all our listeners in Vietnam, even if it was by accident, today let's rejoice together and enhance our capacity for the true joy that family brings. So again, June 28th, Family Day in Vietnam. Now for some people here in America, June 28th is also a day we celebrate Paul Bunyan Day. So revisit the Paul Bunyan craze with our fun and folklore-filled article. So please, reminisce with some good old-fashioned, folk tales and folklore with Paul Bunyan Day. And then the last one, June 28th, is National Safer Workplace Day. Not to be confused with Safe Workplace Day. Safer is just a little bit more extra attention, I think, making sure that nobody gets hurt at workplace. And this is probably the best safety holiday in the workplace until someone ever comes up with the safest workplace day. So on June 28th, make sure you're taking care of yourself while you're at work and not injuring yourself. And those are our headlines. Moving on to the weather. The PG version says, it's 93 degrees outside with humidity or with a heat index of 99. It says you'll sweat your balls off today. Thanks, WTF app. The PG-13 version just adds one extra word and says you will sweat your friggin' balls off today. So I learned something new. Maybe you did as well. The word friggin' is just adding that one word and there you go from PG to PG-13. Our high today is 94, so it's cooled off that little 1 degree, but it sure doesn't feel like it out there. It's hot as can be.
Powered by Riverside FM.
Started too early, dude.
Oh.
You just couldn't wait, sir. All right. Welcome to Joey and Chandler. Welcome to Joey and Chandler, the Fun Time Super Terrific Happy Hour. Welcome, Joey.
Welcome, Chandler. How are you doing today?
Better now. All right, you go. Pour this in my glass. Anything you got to talk about today?
No, I'm giddy like a schoolgirl for you to talk about the stuff that you sent me yesterday and today.
Dude, I can't wait. When we get to that, I'll mention it again. I was so excited. I wanted to keep it a secret, but I'm like, I gotta share it with somebody. It's like, Joey. I'm like, Joey, I think I even texted you that. I was like, dude, I can't hold on this surprise any longer,
Well, I was like, what is this crap? They sent it me now. And I listened to it and I was all, I told the wifey and the kids, I was like, dude, y'all gotta listen to this. This is awesome.
You're like, what's this crap? Thanks a lot, dude. All right, hey, it's our April 5th episode. Any April Fool's jokes?
No
Nobody
April
got you?
Fool's jokes. I mean, I guess, I don't know. How would they seem to be going by the wayside? Like, I realized it's a throwback to a couple weeks ago, but I didn't realize till like late in the afternoon when it was like St. Patrick's Day, the whole Greek thing.
Oh, yeah. Now, I can tell you that some kids tried to get me on Monday, but they were like, hey, Mr. Bing, there's a roach on your shoulder. And I was like, what? One kid did get me. He said something like, my shoes are untied or so. He's like, what's on your shirt? But like that was the extent I got from the kids. But there's apparently there was supposed to be a staff meeting on Monday. I thought there was a team leader meeting, so I misread our messenger or whatever. But
Yeah.
she pranked the teachers that went. She's like, if you look under your desk or you under your chair and you see a star, then you're exempt from the meeting or whatever. And I guess all these people are like looking under their chair. Like I said, I wasn't even in the meeting, so I got lucky that I wasn't an idiot or I didn't look foolish because I wasn't there for another stupid reason, you know. But all right, so April 5th, it is Bell Bottoms Day. So we're celebrating one of the oldest fashion trends to make sure you wear your bell bottoms. It's April 5th is also Read a Roadmap Day. Read a Roadmap Day. Remember those days?
Yeah.
Pulling out the map and being like, I remember telling my dad, hey, we say this, it's going on this road till we get to this exit or to this other highway. But this amazing capacity of a paper roadmap allows you to explore any territories, unless you just want to use GPS. And then my last holiday for the day, even though it's not April 5th, tomorrow is New Beer's Eve. Oh, sorry, April 6th, Saturday is New Beer's Eve. In 1933, the government ended prohibition. The date was April 7th. So grab a beer and toast to your ability to be able to legally drink it, as long as you're of age, right? Yay.
Well, New Year's Eve, like we try a new one on the next day, but
I guess that's one way to celebrate, right?
Can you imagine how hard like prohibition must have been for everybody? Like you go from being able to drink whatever you want, whatever you want to do, all of a sudden like no, and you're like, what do you mean no?
You're making alcohol in your bathroom and dying or going blind or whatever, you know.
Yeah. Moonshine.
Yeah. So I got a couple of stories here. First off, I'm flipping lessons in class right now. You know, I'm gonna stop sharing here just so I can easily see you. I'm flipping classes. Do you know what that is? All right. So anybody, you're still doing it? I can't remember if I talked to you about that.
No, we don't. We don't have like quite the. It's we're more rural school district. We don't have quite the infrastructure to support that all the way around. So we got some. Shoot, even where I'm at, I live like 4 miles away from the school. Internet sometimes is hit and miss over here too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's like, dang, man.
Well, I try it. So I'm doing what our math warm up. I record, or sometimes I just record myself reading it. If it's a math thing that I think we can do, I'll record it. If it's a social studies or science thing I think we can do, I'll record it. I've done it once or twice with reading. I need to do it more with writing, but essentially what I do is I record myself. For those that don't know, maybe attach a little YouTube quick video if they need help with like setting or like I did it once when they were regrouping, right? Adding with 3 digits, 3 digit plus 2 digits. So I had a little video there. I'll set a little example of myself, and then my higher kids and my kids that can do it, but maybe can't read as well. I'm like, hey, you're off on your own, or you're not off on your own, but like you go there, and then I end up working with.
Get out of my face.
Yeah, get out of my face. But then I end up working with the kids that like need more help.
Yeah.
And then and then like I'll walk around and check. I always go back over it at the end, you know. So it's I like it because it's kind of cool. It's just the prep time. You know, it takes minutes and stuff to kind of add up.
So you're not necessarily like full on flipped classroom where they're doing that stuff at home. You're just having it like where you can.
Yeah, we're doing it in the classroom.
In class time to kind of just teach the kids.
Yeah,
they can learn it on. That's not a bad idea.
So I call it like I'm a hybrid in a way. You know, it's like there's different types of flipped classrooms. Like I said, I just kind of do a little mix. The kids that I think need help, I'm like, I'm working with you. Kids that I don't think need me, you go off on, you're doing it without me. And I have them doing it by themselves, and then they check with a partner afterwards and they compare. And then like I said, I'll move around and I'll kind of check in. I haven't done it this week because this week and last week we've been doing a lot of measurement. So I want to be able to sit there and watch them and show them. Because today we were doing like we were measuring, like say you had like a jagged line with like different line segments. So I had to walk around and kind of help. I showed them one example, but kids didn't really get that. So I was walking around and just kind of checking in, because even some of my higher kids were like just going straight across and not, like measuring piece by piece and then adding it together. So I was like, like one kid got the answer right, but I was like, dude, that you got lucky. I was like, the way you did it, isn't the correct way. It's like it just happened to work this time. But so that's my serious side. I wanted to share some kind of funny stuff. First off, when I talk about how I love when we do our extended spring break because
Yeah.
it like last year it allowed for you and me to get like a lot of more ideas, just kind of like just expand what we were thinking about. And then this time, even though this wasn't planned, Riverside add all the new features, and then obviously when we come back from our break, there's something extra new in there. So there's new content coming in, which I think is pretty cool. But so when I was doing the clip shows, man, first off, every time I do the clip shows, and all I chop up is our funny parts, man, that is obviously those are great shows because all you're doing is just laughing. It's just joke after joke after joke, man. It's pretty cool. But I observed, and I think I told you this last week, man. I realized we need more What's Chappin' Choey. Somehow we kind of let you just. It's like we had so much going on with our Saturday Night Live type skits now. We're like, hey, let's do this week. Let's do this week. I was just like, man, there's not enough of grumpy old Choey yelling at somebody.
Well, it's because now I'm stuck in a hole, and all I have to do is worry about somebody pooing and it smelling up the whole place.
Yeah. You should like trying to dig a vent or something, leave potpourri in there.
I just want to be like, geez, man, like, this is not. I mean, again, like happened again this week, like already twice. And I'm like, dude.
You
I don't know.
somebody needs to see the gastrointestinal or whatever they call it, gastrointestinologist or something.
Gastroenterologist? Is that it?
Oh, I don't know. I know it deals with the, your gut and everything.
Yeah.
But
I don't know, man, it's just like this stuff happens, and it's just like something. Not that I have stressful days anymore, but sometimes I'll have days where it's just like a lot of monotonous crap happens. And then you go in there at like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and you're like, son of a.
you're like, hey, hold on. I had to add this in here too because otherwise I couldn't hold my beep up. So I was like, you mean son of a?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes me really irritated. I'm like, can we just go into somebody else's? Because not like they don't have a badge, they can't go to somebody else's hallway. Just do it in their room.
I love how
It's
you're like, man, I'm surrounded by all day, literally. It's like literally, it's just coming out the window, and you're like, ah.
Yeah, so that pretty much it's just like, oh, dude, I'm just glad that at least it vented out enough and that wherever it goes, so we're because like imagine if that was like my office right next to it, and like I could smell it too all day,
Yeah.
and just be like, yeah, calling in the rest of the day.
You're like throwing up in your trash can or whatever. Hey, so I got a couple of funny kids stories that I don't think I even texted with you, right? So one, I may have told you this, but I know I haven't talked about it on our podcast. So one, you got this long table, right? And they got those holes in it when you put the cords to go from the monitor to the wall or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So this kid comes in, and we're doing something reading. And I need him to finish his quiz, and he's one of my ADHD kids that I think needs medicine. And he's kind of leaning down at the table. I was like, "Hey, man, come on over here." And oh, you might lose me for a second. I'm gonna have to keep talking because it's come on, reconnect internet. This is a good story. I'm still here. Just by the way, I'll make sure I text you that. I'm just gonna let you know I'm still here. So. There we go. That wasn't you.
Yeah.
That was me. That was
Okay.
me. Yeah. So I'll just try and remember that when it's editing time, or just leave it in there for it's realistic, right? But anyway, so he's not.
The story. The kid leaning over there, right?
Yeah, he's leaning over,
And
and
he
I was
just
like, "Hey,
cuts
come
out
on
for a
over
while.
here." I'm like, "Come on over there," and then he didn't move, and so about a minute or two later, I was like, "Hey, come on, man, you got to finish your quiz." And he's like, "I can't move, I'm stuck." And I was like, "What do you mean stuck?" So I get up. Basically, he had shoved his arm in, elbow past the hole, right? So he's like literally stuck. He couldn't move, and I'm like, "Ah." So I called the nurse, and I'm just like, "Hey, this is gonna sound weird. My kid's got his arm stuck in a table." And she's like, "What do you mean?" And then I explained it to her. And she's like, oh, "Okay." she's like, I'll be there when I can. I was like, he's stuck in the table. It's like, I can't do anything about it. And she's like, okay, I'm on my way now. I'm just like, I said, I'll be there when I can. He was just leaning. He wasn't
He's
freaking
in
out.
the
He was just
table.
leaning. He was just leaning down and stuff. But I'm just like, dude. And then we got him out. She got Vaseline and stuff. And the assistant principal ended up coming. And I ended up talking to her later. And I was like, would you come just to watch? Because apparently the nurse asked her to help. But by the time she got down, the nurse already had her out. Or had the kid out. But when we asked him, he was just like, I don't know. Like why he did it. He's like, I don't know. I just stuck my arm in there for no reason. And I was like, what? And then another kid about a week later, I thought this was a piece of wood. Like we have like wood chips mulch at recess.
Yeah.
He picked up a thing of plastic. Actually, no, I thought it was metal. But he picked up a thing of plastic and stuck it in between his teeth, right? And so it was like stuck there. And it was like, I don't know, what was that, like millimeters thick or something, you know? And so then he starts freaking out because it's stuck there. And I'm just like, you know, I'm like, I'll try and get some water, try and work it out with your tongue. But I was like, it was right around lunch. I was like, I'll walk you to the nurse. And so I walked him to the nurse, and we tell him when we get there, then she helps him realize it wasn't metal, it was plastic. And he like easily pulls it out of his tooth, right? So I don't know what the kid's problem was. But in the course of him explaining it, he almost stuck it back in his mouth. And me and the nurse are like, whoa, stop. Because like he was freaking out before. I was like, no, don't put it back in there, you genius. It's just like kids, right, man?
Yeah, especially like with the, I don't know, getting your arm stuck in a hole. But like you should show him the clip from the beginning of it and be like, these are the kind of things that can happen to you when you stick your hand in a spot where it's not supposed to go.
Hey, I'm gonna share this story too, and I think I told you this, but I didn't tell you that my principal got mad. I had a kid. He got a pencil stuck in his cheek. Remember I told? Didn't I tell you that?
I don't think so.
I thought I told you. He got a pencil stuck in his cheek, right, and it was just hanging by the tip. And now I handled it all sorts of wrong, right? But just to cut to the chase, I ended up posting on Facebook. Here's a teacher first. Kid gets pencil stuck in cheek, right? And that's all I put. Somebody that was on my Facebook then, they're no longer now. I don't know who exactly it was. I went and cut like 50 people from my Facebook that night. Called the school. Our principal comes down and it's like, hey, did you post something on Facebook? And so I straight up lied to her. But I was just like, no, because I was like, she's like, did you post something about the school? And I was like, no. I was like, I didn't put the kid's name. In my head, I'm like, I didn't put the kid's name. I didn't put the school. I didn't put the district. I was like, but so since then, I was like, I don't even share funny stories now anymore. I'm like, it really sucks because I like sharing funny stories. Because kids do crazy stuff, man. They just do crazy things. And you're just like, whoa.
Dude, that's intense. Like getting stuck in your face. Like that. Imagine the pressure that kid had to put on that pencil, even if it was sharp.
So what I think happened is we were doing partner stuff. He dropped it. His partner happened to somehow catch it with his foot, right? And so it was kind of poking up. And then he bent down real fast and I guess pierced it then. And he was like,
lucky not to pierce his freaking face. I mean, his eye.
I know, but like he was obviously was frazzled, right? Like you could see, like I could see he was panicking, and I was like, oh, you know. So like I said, when I did things all wrong, I told him to come over. I tried to call the nurse. She was busy. I didn't know she was giving insulin to somebody, right? So then I was like, I want to see, can I get it out, right? And it came out easily, because like I said, he was going hysterical. And then I sent him to the nurse, and they told me later, like, you shouldn't have pulled it out. Like, I shouldn't have pulled it out. I should have sent him to the nurse. Or I should have contacted the nurse and then sent him with somebody, like, walk him like an adult. And I'm like, well, okay, when I called the nurse is busy, right? I can't walk him to the nurse because I can't leave my other kids. So I was like, it kind of would have been like, what? Like I said, I just should have done it better. But my biggest mess up was putting it on Facebook, apparently. And again, all I did was make it like it was just a haha type thing, you know? Like, I can't believe this happened, you know? But lesson learned.
That's just crazy, though.
Yeah. But look, I hope that stuff didn't happen with high schoolers, man, you know? It's like only elementaries that do crazy stuff like that. But you got anything else you want to add before we take our break? And then we get our surprise?
Just to maybe get to avoid being in your class. Your class seems like the classroom of horror. It's all
Uh,
for like the
I got,
unfortunate children. They go in. You have 22 that start the school. It's like like get voted off the island or
dude,
something.
I got a crazy group this year. I was in the third grade classroom today. I was asking a teacher for something, and I told her, I was like, man, if you can, because her kids were calm and quiet and focused. I was like, if you can do that with this year's group, the second grade, that'll be third grade next year. That's beyond impressive because we got kids. These kids are all over. These are the kids. These are the half and half kids when they were like pre-K. You remember that COVID year?
Oh yeah.
So they don't apparently they don't understand boundaries and how to control themselves and how to manage themselves. So it's like that's the first grade this year, way better, right? They're calm, they're cool. The kindergarten, way better, they're calm, they're cool. Pre-K, so you see these three grades that are like we call them like mature in a lot of ways, right? Then you got second grades. And it's not like I don't let my kids do it, but they're running like they're constantly on the wall in the hallway, kids spinning, so much talking, so much noise, and it's just like I swear, like I got 6 or 7 kids that I think are ADHD though, man. It's insane, man. But all right, roll break time.
Sounds good, sir.
All right, so here go to the break. Go into the sound. All right, so hey, obviously we're gonna have our new surprise here with the thing that was with what was created with AI. You don't really need to do anything. We don't even need your bell. But if you go to slide 100, you can see the actual lyrics if you want, man.
So I
I
can
think
sing
those are the
along.
ones.
I'll,
Oh,
I'll
it's
let
in
I'll
your
let
head,
it,
right?
I'll let everybody enjoy it. The computer singing it first,
All right, here we go.
and then
Sometimes it's all toss and take, other times it cheers and you fell for rose. And we also say saw, they salute, time gaze, go. Now in Vietnam we can say yo. That's how Joey and Jello cheers around the world. Cheers, cheers around the world. Different languages, same sentiment, raising our glasses to friendship and joy. Cheers, cheers around the world. Cheers, cheers around the world. Cheers, cheers around the world.
See, I added the bells.
see, like if we ever start doing like video, like where we post
Uh-huh.
the video cast of our stuff,
Yeah.
when you like put on cowboy hats when that stuff's on, or put on like a
Yeah.
wig if we do like the '80s one.
The only reason, so like,
Well, I need a wig, you know.
well, yeah, I still I wanna play around with something where I see if I can turn the video, be something about animation. But no, I was gonna record the video today, and then I
Yeah.
remembered when we upload to Spotify, it only uploads the audio, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so I was just like, because then if I did the video, then I have to download it, go to iMovie, take it out, and I was like, that just sounded like work. By the way, 2 thank yous there. One, AI chatbot helped me get the lyrics, right? And then I was searching, like I was telling you, for all these websites to see if I could find something that could turn into music and with lyrics. And I stumbled upon Suno, Suno. So it's Suno. Like I'm at app.suno.ai, and like I create music. I'm like $8 a month. I have a certain number of songs, and most people won't be like me generating so many songs, But I'm trying to, I'm just trying. Like I was looking up, like trying to find some '80s stuff, just some reggae. I was doing some alternative rock stuff. That one, I can't tell you how many that country song. I can't tell you how many chances or tries I had done before I was like, hey, I like this, and then I sent it to you,
Yeah.
And then tell everybody what you said as soon as you got it, or what you told me about.
Oh, then my wife says that the songs are way better. They're actually really good. They're way better than our stupid podcast. And I was like, oh, okay, that's nice.
I gotta.
She says, you know what, y'all could probably sell that and actually make some money.
I
I
want.
was like, oh, thanks.
I want to properly do this right. Let me see. This is here. I'm quoting Joseph right here. To say that's bad would not do it justice. So there, that's what you told me there yesterday. Just so you know. Joey's talking to somebody offline.
Well, I can, if I clip on this, it mute. Well, yeah, go ahead and ask your mom. Then say yes.
Oh, it's on. It's online. He knows what he's doing. He's like, let me come on in when Dad's working.
He wants to be featured on the podcast.
So,
I know. I'm like, that's our first like unwanted visitor.
well, it is our. You're right. It is our first unwanted visitor. Hey, another new thing. So, the rest of this episode is going to be a quick joking with Jans, sir. Before we do our end of the episode, so I got my joking with Jans intro, and then the background music is going to be a little bit different this because I couldn't find the original one that I used to use. So he's got to bear with that one. But here we go.
I'll bear with you.
All right, everybody, come on down to Joking with Jans. That's right, here's a game show you can play at home and try and test your knowledge and see how many more you get correct than incorrect. So stick around and have fun and laugh listening to Joking with Jans.
What are you laughing at?
We need to get you just like a little magic wand, not like a magic wand, but like almost like that, like The Price is Right, with like the little stick microphone where it's like all big and long, like
Yeah,
so
the
it's like
stick
that
microphone.
long, and have you
Yeah.
like some little gold jacket. Hey everybody! Like,
Maybe we get big enough and we can start like if we do podcasting around the world, we can have mics like that or something.
what is?
But
Well, our show would have like so much money just like budgeted for like all the random like jokes and crap we like Saturday Night Live type thing. We're just like,
yeah,
like what kind of crap skits are you coming with now? We're like, why not?
get sponsors really help. Hey, speaking of, so before we go to Joking with Jans, I know I'm sidetracked. You know it's me though, and people that listen know this too. I helped a buddy move on Friday, and then Saturday he had a party for his wife, and one of the friends at his party, I was talking to him. His name's Chris. I didn't catch his last name, but he's a cool guy. And somehow we were talking about podcasts, and I was like, I actually got a teacher podcast, me and my buddy, and he's like, for real? And then he's like, wait a minute, what are y'all talking about? And I was like, man, we mostly just tell funny stories and stuff, right? And he's like, oh, it's cool. He's like, I thought you were actually like trying to teach people. And I was like, no, I mean, we teach them like silly off the wall things, but I was like, no, we're trying not to be serious, All right, so this game show, we're not gonna do all of this. So I gotta, if you go to slide 100, if you go to slide 102, you can click that link. I'm gonna read a couple of these. It says behind the classroom. Spring break bucket list for teachers, right? And I'll just read a couple of these, headlines. And if we did it over spring break, we can take a sip, like a little drinking game for a couple of these. All right. That sound cool?
Wonderful, sir. Wonderful.
All right. I'll put a little music to the background while we're doing this then. Like I said, a little new beat here. There we go. All right. So first thing, did you do a house project and or a deep clean?
Well, zip on that one.
Yeah, Joey's. I wanted to sip, but I never got around to the projects that I wanted to do. Did you take a trip, sir? Yay, no, neither. This guy did neither. Did you sleep in past 10 a.m.?
Wish.
Did you treat your pets or kids to something? I gotta check.
No.
Yeah, you're like your treat is you live here.
Pretty much.
Did you read a book for fun?
No.
No. Did you binge watch an entire season of a show?
No.
No. Did you finish a project that you procrastinated on earlier?
I guess you could say it.
Did you take care of yourself? I did.
Oh,
I mean, it's not Joey and Jim are after dark, sir.
No.
I think like I was just exhausted, so I took care of myself by just napping. Did you go out to your favorite breakfast place?
No.
Did you take some time to work out?
Yeah, I'll go with that.
All right. Did you do anything that was de-stressing and made you feel good?
Isn't that kind of go back to taking care of yourself?
Yeah, so that's why I drank for both of them, you know. And that is the end of Joking with James. Is that's called like that's health recommended, right?
Self-actualization.
Self-actualization. All right.
Yeah.
It's teachable moments. I'm gonna move to the next episode just because you know, I like to keep it around that 30-minute range, you know, make it easier for listeners. Plus it always gives us extra content. But I don't think I'm worried about content, man. You know, I got a lot of stuff to talk about.
I think it's
I think
kind
you
of
got a lot
funny
to talk
because
about.
I think if anybody, like if we were to get like an actual show
Mm-hmm.
and we're like, this is what we want to do with all these episodes, somebody would be like, you never stay on topic, like you never finish. Like if we were getting evaluated as teachers, they'd be like, you get a bad evaluation because you don't finish the lesson. Like you're like, these are your objectives and you never hit them all, like hardly ever.
This is like a Letterman show, man. You're bumped for time. You know, it's like,
Yeah, we're just like, we're like, well, how many,
We'll get to
like
that.
somebody, they could probably do like a drinking game for the Joey and Chandlers, how many times they get off track. Oh, back to what we were talking about. You know,
That's what makes us, dude.
yeah.
All right, I'll hit the social media plug. And then I'll take any last comments you want to make. So please follow us at Choey and Jan. That's CHOEY, the letter N, JAN. We're on Facebook, X, Threads, TikTok, MySpace, Instagram, YouTube. Well, I'm a couple weeks behind, but we're there. And then, like I said last time, if you get bored and want to check out some more zaniness from Jandler, I also do the Bunker Report and trying to plug both, you know. I mentioned Choey and Jan on the show. See if that helps us out there. I was just thinking of something when I came over here and I forgot. That's what I don't like about me. My brain, I'm just like, oh, I was thinking about something. And like, you know, just like, forgot it. Oh. So that you're fine with this episode until the next time?
Loving it.
Sorry, I got to find the sound. Here we go, Joseph.
I was thinking new one.
All right. Can you do another one?
Different.
The game hours now? Yeah, or do you got to go?
We don't have it.
Oh, you're good, man. Let me stop recording this then right now.
And so that wraps up this episode. Please continue to check in with us. If you want, you can follow us on social media at Choey and Jan, CHOEY, the letter N, JAN. We're on Twitter, which is our X, formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, Threads, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube as well. And you know, we like to put out some digital shorts and stuff on the, you know, in the meantime, in between episodes, just like to put our little comic spin out there. Remind everybody that we will be doing some live stuff here, hopefully poolside this summer. It's part of our summertime chats, our quote-unquote summer school. Plus, it allows me to celebrate Choey's birthday because it's coming up, and I got a plan in mind that I think he's going to love and laugh at. So, like I said, that's around the bend. But until then, I hope you enjoyed this episode. And please stay tuned. Again, look for us on social media for little jokes here and there. All right, peace. Doobie-doo. All right. Welcome, everybody, to Choey and Chandler's The Fun Time Super Terrific Happy Hour. This is yet again just a lead into another one of our summer remake episodes, but this one is what I think one of mine, and I agree that Joey's favorite. This is an episode where we were able to create our Cheers Around the World song. But before we get into that, let's go to the holidays. All right, on June 28th, today is Family Day in Vietnam. So for all our listeners in Vietnam, even if it was by accident, today let's rejoice together and enhance our capacity for the true joy that family brings. So again, June 28th, Family Day in Vietnam. Now for some people here in America, June 28th is also a day we celebrate Paul Bunyan Day. So revisit the Paul Bunyan craze with our fun and folklore-filled article. So please, reminisce with some good old-fashioned, folk tales and folklore with Paul Bunyan Day. And then the last one, June 28th, is National Safer Workplace Day. Not to be confused with Safe Workplace Day. Safer is just a little bit more extra attention, I think, making sure that nobody gets hurt at workplace. And this is probably the best safety holiday in the workplace until someone ever comes up with the safest workplace day. So on June 28th, make sure you're taking care of yourself while you're at work and not injuring yourself. And those are our headlines. Moving on to the weather. The PG version says, it's 93 degrees outside with humidity or with a heat index of 99. It says you'll sweat your balls off today. Thanks, WTF app. The PG-13 version just adds one extra word and says you will sweat your friggin' balls off today. So I learned something new. Maybe you did as well. The word friggin' is just adding that one word and there you go from PG to PG-13. Our high today is 94, so it's cooled off that little 1 degree, but it sure doesn't feel like it out there. It's hot as can be. And so that wraps up this episode. Please continue to check in with us. If you want, you can follow us on social media at Choey and Jan, CHOEY, the letter N, JAN. We're on Twitter, which is our X, formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, Threads, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube as well. And we like to put out some digital shorts and stuff on the in the meantime, in between episodes, just like to put our little comic spin out there. I remind everybody that we will be doing some live stuff here, hopefully poolside this summer. It's part of our summertime chats, our quote-unquote summer school. Plus, it allows me to celebrate Joey's birthday because it's coming up, and I got a plan in mind that I think he's going to love and laugh at. So, like I said, that's around the bend. But until then, I hope you enjoyed this episode. And please stay tuned. Again, look for us on social media for little jokes here and there. All right, peace.